Hey, so I just wanted to come on, pajamas on, because this is my reality. Been at work today, got home, school run, done. Then it's the husband faffing about, trying to test out the new Ring doorbell. By the time dinner was prepared and off he went again to work, it is now time to sit and do my daughter's homework. And I've literally just let her have a bit of TV time as I sneak away to do me time. And that is this, you know, this little sideline of coming and using my words and using my voice and a platform I could pinch myself in the fact that you come to listen in and support, you know, and I do appreciate, and you know, maybe I could prioritize it a bit different, but then my family would fall short and I'm not willing to compromise on that. So bear with me as I try and do this and spin these plates of family, you know. I just wanted to come on because naturally come Christmas time, the last 6 years will tell us that Harry and Meghan will spike up. They will come out of the gates once again because, you know, that whole season of goodwill and good tidings and family time is the best time to strike, because many people withdraw their sympathy as they reflect on their own families and feel this sadness for this isolation and this poor me, Harry and Meghan tirade, as they went around on this like open top bus on this privacy tour. And of course the headlines will read about Harry and his hurt and his pain and not being around on Christmas Day at Sandringham with his family, in how it's going to be painful and sad for him to watch on. And we just think welcome to the club, because it was painful for us to sit and watch on what you did to them so wrong, you know. And hurt is one of those, isn't it? Because we can self-indulge on our own hurt, our own indulgence and internal struggle. But it hits different when we watch a victim to someone else's hurt who don't speak out. They don't leak to the mainstream, the media, the press. They don't use their shoulder to cry on. They internalize that hurt. They remain silent as they're grieved by that betrayal. Everything that we've seen in the royal family, and this is why the people all align with that, because we've watched them become the victims of Harry and Meghan's tirades. Yet over here we've got Harry completely indulgent in his sadness, his emotions, because I'm not allowed in. They won't let me close to them. Then anyone with a rational brain will look on and just think they can't have you close to them. They can't trust you. And we naturally gauge that because, you know, we'd like to have hoped that Harry, along this whole journey, there were many a times that we hoped that his emotions, these feelings that we're reading in on now, would have spiked up and would have created a change in his direction. But no feelings cropped up. They couldn't have. Because when you watch your granddad so poorly and weak, and you know Oprah is about to be released and that continues to play on as he's laying in a hospital bed, we would have hoped to have think that would have been enough. This onslaught of feelings and guilt that you should be feeling would have stopped you from continuing. But we watched you carry on. And then we had the Queen. London Bridge was fallen. It's gone. That grief, that pain of saying goodbye for the last time, the shame of knowing that everyone was watching on and they had watched on till this point. Surely the pain and heart of letting your grand down so bad again would have stopped you. That's what we were hoping for, watching on as we were feeling that hurt and pain for the ones so wronged. But it carried on. These feelings and emotions that seem to be there in Harry now as he leaks them to the press, just weren't around. They didn't help him redirect this plan, which seemed to be so thought out. But he continued. William next, the brother, as Spare was released, and he now stepped in to be what seemed to be the target, the next person in this game. And no amount of memories or happiness that he had in previous days triggered off any memories or emotions to say, no, this isn't okay. My nieces and nephews' dads, Catherine, their children, this is not okay. That hurt and pain that we were hoping that would enact an action in Harry to say no. It wasn't there, was it? And of course, what was next? Netflix, more, continued. The Sussex Squad on tour. Catherine, cancer, the abuse that she received. Sussex Squad branded. But no, they didn't come out. Endgame. That was the moment where the sadness and guilt of everything, regardless of who or what has happened to you, that would have been the moment where it was time for you and those feelings of sadness to step up and say, no, this is wrong. Step back from my sister-in-law. But no, silence. That pain and hurt didn't make you come out and speak and cry to the mainstream about your guilt or your pain or your hurt for them. But only now, only now that Harry has done all of this, he feels that sadness and pain because he's not on the in. Only now he feels that pain because he's done all the damage that he could have possibly achieved against the royal family name. But we're meant to take empathy and sympathy and send it his way. And here's the thing, in my experience, when someone has been wronged and they become the victim of a story, when someone targets them and attacks them, that pain and that grief for suffering that and feeling that, they don't want to speak. They remain silent. They carry on, just plodding along and trying to get through and trying to understand the whys and how it's gone so wrong. William, the royal family, that's what we've watched them do. And we see that reaction to Harry's actions and how it really is true. But Harry's pain and hurt, when it's from your own actions and behaviours given, when you go out of your way to treat another and place yourself in front of them because you so deserve, that's when the people look at you and go, you may feel this hurt right now, but each and every step of this, we were hoping these emotions will step out of you and stop you from doing this to them in front of the world, looking on. But you deserted them, you hurt them, you wronged them. So if you have to watch in for the 6th year running on Christmas as it's happening, sadly, you created this. You did this. So we can't hurt for you because of this. But obviously, all I speak to you is like a true movie review based off all the content they've placed out in front of the world. It's my opinions, my thoughts. I'm not a journalist, neither am I an expert. I'm just a person with a soul in a heart, and I will go. It will follow and lead me to the truth in a story against the lies spoken.